Hi, everybody. I'm First Warren 5 meteorologist Warren Sears. I hope you're having a great Monday so far. Those of you in the metro, just had a quick little downpour come through. We do have our warm front that's lifting up as we speak. This is not the severe risk today. Just wanted to kind of get that out there. We do have a couple of little showers or quick downpours coming through, but that's, again, on the warm sector. And the warm front is going to give us the ingredients, the moisture back into the atmosphere today, and the warmer temperatures that could help keep thunderstorms strong later this evening. So still the severe risk today is going to be later in the evening. So I just want to give you a little update on some timing. Maybe you haven't caught us on our streams or any of our shows today. So I just wanted to hopefully answer any questions that you have about the severe risk out there for this evening. So let's take a deep dive into it. We should be mainly dry today. I know we just had that one cell come through, but again, mainly dry. I'm expecting to have conditions kind of just be humid, a little gloomy, good amount of cloud coverage today, but the storm risk is going to not come through until closer to sunset, likely after 7 p.m. All storm types are going to be possible with this next batch. So that does give us the opportunity for some strong winds, maybe even some hail, and an isolated tornado or two, not out of the question completely. So again, we are keeping a very tight watch on this opportunity for severe weather into this evening. So the latest Storm Prediction Center outlook does indicate a level 3 out of 5 risk for everybody in the KCTV viewing area. That's that orange shade there. Does include Kansas City up to the Iowa state line. This was a new advancement and expansion today. So even those of you into central Missouri still are in this enhanced risk. So as our risks grow and as these areas grow, that our confidence is there. The ingredients are there. Now, another new thing, the moderate risk level 4 out of 5 is in place for Anderson County and parts of Lynn County. So Garnett down into Lacine, that's where you have the higher risk for severe weather. I don't know if that's going to get expanded. Generally, this close to the event, I don't think they will touch it much more. I don't want you to get too bogged down with which zone you're in. This is just a good opportunity to say, hey, everyone has a good risk for stronger thunderstorms later this evening. Let's show you the big picture look, though. And this is just because I know we have a lot of friends and family down near Wichita, South Central Kansas, Oklahoma City. That is the highest maxed out scale risk today, level 5 out of 5 high risk. We don't get those super often. So this is going to affect millions of people today. We have better ingredients for long track tornadoes and strong tornadoes down in that high pink shade. That is why they put that in place today. But still, again, strong storms likely even in the red and the orange shades as well. The risk for us locally is going to be a little bit more wind driven. And you can see that here. Let me actually click this off so you can fully see. Going to be more of a wind-driven event here locally. That's our biggest threat. Straight line winds on the leading edge of a line that comes in. And hail is not a super large threat today, but there is an opportunity for an isolated tornado. This is not your supercell type of event. This is going to be more what we call QLCS. And basically, there are little spin-ups on the leading edge of the line. They are still tornadoes, but they're likely not on the ground as long. Still can do damage, though. So that tornado risk is not zero. It is definitely present, but the straight line wind threat is kind of what really has our attention out there. So timing-wise, I know that's been one of the bigger questions here. Timing-wise has been pretty consistent. Our computer models that are super smart have really brought in this line more in the 7, 8, 9 o'clock time frame to the west. So Kansas counties first. This will move from west to east. Kansas counties, then close to the state line, then onto the Missouri side. So the heart of the coverage here and the 8, I'd say more 9, 10 o'clock time frame is going to be when I expect storms in the metro. So beyond that, 10 to 1 a.m. is more onto the Missouri side of things as well. So all in all, this is definitely going to be a later evening, closer to sunset and beyond type of setup that we have here. Conditions, again, as I mentioned, are favorable. We have upper 60s already I don't expect to get super warm this afternoon, but likely some lower to mid 70s. The winds are back out of the southeast, and the moisture, that's really the big thing. The moisture's back with dew points in the 60s. It's kind of humid out there today. So that all those ingredients kind of setting up right now. What I mentioned, that warm front lifting through as we speak is non-severe, just a couple of quick showers, downpours as the warm front moves in. Then then we do have this line that's out. Let me clear this off. This line that's out in western Kansas right now, this is some of the initial activity that has started to form in kind of northwestern Kansas. And you can see not super widespread coverage yet, but these storms have fired up fast and will likely continue to grow in coverage into the southwest corner of Kansas and then sweep across the state. So you can see here we still have quite a ways to go as this very early event continues to unfold. But this activity, if you like to watch radar, this activity that's going out in western Kansas right now is eventually what will grow into a line and then move closer to us. So for us at the moment, again, quick little downpour just now into the northern loop, northern 435 loop. The airport will have a quick shower, quick downpour, Gladstone, Liberty, and then this is going to lift up 35 towards Kearney. Everyone else, though, you'll dry out. So that was a quick shower. That's kind of about it. Let's show you our latest forecast track. As we get into this evening, after 7, 8, 9 o'clock, as I mentioned, coming in from the west, this is going to be likely a very stout line of storms. It reaches all the way through Iowa, and it will go all the way down through Kansas. So I expect pretty much everybody in our area to at least have rain and thunderstorms with this, frequent lightning, things like that. But on the leading edge here, you see these features. I wonder if I have a tool to use. I don't. You see these features more of like a push out, a bowing segment like my hand's doing. That is a good indication that there likely will be some strong straight line winds on that leading edge. Anytime you get the bowing segment to go, that usually means strong and potentially damaging winds coming out of that leading edge parent thunderstorm there. So this long and potent line of storms will cross into the metro and then push onto the Missouri side. With some of the latest runs, we are seeing the line stay stronger onto the Missouri side than maybe originally thought. So that was the reason for the expansion. So still leading edge, especially I think south of I-70 onto the Missouri side. We'll have the risk for some more strong winds and gusts between 60 to 70, maybe even greater than that. There will be that small hail threat, small tornado threat, and there will be some frequent lightning and heavy rain with this batch as it comes through. By midnight, that leading edge does start, I think, to taper off a little bit, lose some of its severity into central Missouri. Still, though, we will have probably just generic noisy thunderstorms around the area until we get into the 2, 3, 4 o'clock time frame, and then all of this will be out of here. So your window for severe weather in your neighborhood is going to be mainly on the leading edge. So watch your radar, watch our coverage, and we'll have great in-depth coverage this evening. We have our new First Warren 5 weather show that airs at 6:30, and then of course we'll keep you updated with streams and things like that. But that leading edge really, once it crosses your neighborhood and crosses your town, then the severe threat should start to fall off a little bit more. So that's something that you can watch for this evening. So again, I'd say 7 to 9 on the Kansas side, watch this to start in that time frame, and then closer to 9 to 11 coming through the metro, 8 to 10 ish, be ready around 8 o'clock at least. And then after midnight, this will continue to push into central Missouri. And then by early morning tomorrow, we should be dry. The Royals did move first pitch today. If you are heading out to the K, I think the game should be all right. I think you should be able to get most of that game in. I'm glad that they moved it. But towards the end of the game and when you're heading home, just be watching out. Watch your radar. Be watching out for some of the stronger activity to be coming in from the west. So that's a little update for you on our storm chance this evening, and our website is constantly being updated, our social media pages. We have a 3:30, 4, 5, 6, and now 6:30 with that first warm weather show today. So lots of opportunities for advancements, and we'll let you know as things unfold and as the line of storms grows out in western Kansas. But that's your quick little update midday. Again, I'm meteorologist Warren Sears, and Melissa Meter and Luke Doris all here this evening as well. We will make sure that you get every update that you can, and we'll try to keep an eye on Facebook pages for questions, things like that. I'm actually heading to a school visit right now, so I'll be away from my social pages for a couple hours, but again, I'll really try to answer anything that you have. More of a wind threat this evening, but again, we can't completely rule out an isolated tornado. So make sure that you and your families know where to shelter if you need to. This is going to be closer to sunset and beyond, so that creates more of a dangerous setup as well, even if we do have a brief tornado. So just make sure everyone's prepared. We have many hours still left, so this is just a great time to rehash your severe plans. I know this has been a pretty active stretch lately, but it does continue. So thanks for tuning in, and we'll talk to you guys here in just a little